Hex is another digital currency that vows to reform the manner in which we ponder cash. Not at all like customary government-issued types of money constrained by national banks. Hex is decentralized, implying that it isn't dependent upon the impulses of state-run administrations or monetary establishments. All things being equal, Hex is overseen by an organization of PCs that anybody can join. This makes Hex stronger to control and expansion and gives clients more command over their funds. Likewise, Hex is intended to be more easy to use than other cryptographic forms of money, with a simple-to-utilize point of interaction and basic exchanges. Accordingly, Hex can possibly turn into the following enormous thing in the crypto world. Hex outline. Hex is another digital currency that is advertised as the first blockchain declaration of store. The thought behind Hex is that it will give a method for people to procure interest on their digital currency property. To do this, Hex will utilize the confirmation of stake framework. One of the fundamental selling points of Hex is that it vows to be substantially more productive than customary financial balances. For instance, Hex cases that clients will actually want to procure up to 10% interest on their property. Besides, Hex not entirely set in stone to offer low expenses and quick exchange times. Hence, Hex could turn into a substantially more alluring choice for those hoping to put resources into digital currency. To wrap things up, Hex has a reference program that permits clients to procure extra pay by eluding others to the stage. What's truly going on with Hex? Sent off in December 2019 by Richard Hart. Hex is a crypto project that means to make a more productive and straightforward digital currency. The undertaking depends on blockchain innovation, which empowers secure, carefully designed exchanges. Hex likewise looks to develop existing cryptographic forms of money by carrying out various new elements, like moment exchanges and an easy-to-understand interface. Likewise, Hex offers its clients various prizes and motivations for holding and utilizing the money. The group behind Hex accepts that their task can possibly upset the digital money industry. Hex is an ERC20 token. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain. Hex stores are locked for a set time frame, during which they gather interest. At the point when the term of the store lapses, the assets, including the interest, can be removed. Hex is intended to offer a preferred profit from speculation over conventional financial items, and it has been embraced by some high-profile figures in the digital money local area. Nonetheless, Hex is as yet a somewhat new venture, and it is not yet clear whether following through on its promises will be capable. Is Hex a decent crypto to purchase? Is Hex a wise speculation? With regards to speculations, there are different choices to look over. Certain individuals like to put resources into stocks or common assets, while others decide on additional theoretical ventures like cryptographic money. Hex is another digital money that has been standing out of late. Certain individuals accept that it can possibly turn into the following Bitcoin, while others have some serious doubts about its drawn-out possibilities. All in all, is Hex a wise speculation? The reality of the situation will come out at some point. Notwithstanding, there are interesting points prior to putting resources into any digital currency. To start with, cryptographic money is an exceptionally unstable resource class, so financial backers ought to be ready for critical cost swings. Second, since crypto resources are not controlled by any focal power, there is a higher gamble of extortion or burglary. At last, as most cryptographic forms of money have no characteristic worth, their costs depend entirely on theory. In light of these dangers, financial backers ought to painstakingly gauge the advantages and disadvantages of putting resources into Hex prior to going with any choices. Will HEXCOIN Hex reach $1? At this point, the cost of Hex is still generally low, and there is hypothesis that it could reach $1 soon. There are a few factors that could add to this cost increment. In the first place, Hex is supported by a group of experienced engineers who have a history of effective tasks. Second, the Hex crypto has a restricted inventory, which could prompt rising interest as additional individuals find out about the money. At long last, Hex tokens definitely stand out from a few immense crypto stages. Hex was recorded on Pulsex in November 2021 and was added to the Coinbase wallet in December of that very year. This widening openness could bring about additional individuals purchasing and holding the Hex crypto, driving up the cost. While it is not yet clear whether Hex will reach $1, its previous exhibition recommends it is surely conceivable. In the event that its cost can keep on moving vertically, there is a decent opportunity that Hex will come to the $1 mark inside the following little while. On top of that, stakers acquire early and late-end stake punishments. No one knows the number of Hex will be marked from here on out. Presently it's around 10% and the APY for stakers midpoint's 38%. You can likewise have numerous stakes, or, as Hex calls it, a marking stepping stool. Hex Value Forecast 2022. As per the specialized examination of Hex costs expected in 2022, the base expense of Hex will be 3 cents. The greatest level that the Hex cost can reach is 3 cents. The typical exchanging cost is normal around 3 cents. Hex value gauge for October 2022. In view of the value changes of Hex toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists expect the typical Hex pace of 3 cents in October 2022. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at 3 cents and at 3 cents individually. November 2022 Hex value figure. Digital currency specialists are prepared to report their conjecture at the Hex cost in November 2022. The base exchanging cost may be 3 cents, while the greatest could reach 3 cents during this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of Hex may be around 3 cents. Hex value gauge for December 2022. Crypto examiners have really looked at the value changes of Hex in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal Hex rate they anticipate may be around 3 cents in December 2022. It can drop to 3 cents as a base. The most extreme worth may be 3 cents. Hex value expectation 2023. After the examination of the costs of Hex in earlier years, it is accepted that in 2023, the base cost of Hex will be around 5 cents. The greatest expected Hex cost might be around 5 cents. By and large, the exchanging cost may be 5 cents in 2023. Hex value expectation 2024. In light of the specialized examination by digital money specialists in regards to the costs of Hex, in 2024, Hex is supposed to have the accompanying least and most extreme costs, about 7 cents and 8 cents, separately. The typical expected exchanging cost is 8 cents. Hex value forecast 2025. The specialists in the field of digital currency have broke down the costs of Hex and their vacillations during the earlier years. It is expected that in 2025, the base Hex cost could drop to 10 cents, while its most extreme can reach 13 cents. By and large, the exchanging cost will be around 10 cents. Hex value forecast 2026. In view of the examination of the expenses of Hex by crypto specialists, the accompanying most extreme and least Hex costs are normal in 2026, 18 cents and 14 cents. Overall, it will be exchanged at 15 cents. Hex value expectation 2027. Crypto specialists are continually dissecting the vacillations of Hex. In light of their forecasts, the assessed typical Hex cost will be around 23 cents. It could drop to at least 22 cents. Yet it actually could reach 25 cents all through 2027. Hex value expectation 2028. Consistently, digital currency specialists get ready estimates at the cost of Hex. It is assessed that Hex will be exchanged somewhere in the range of 33 cents and 39 cents in 2028. Its typical expense is normal at around 34 cents during the year. Hex value expectation 2029. Digital currency experts are prepared to declare their assessments of the Hex's cost. The year 2029 still up in the air by the most extreme Hex cost of 58 cents. Nonetheless, its rate could drop to around 50 cents. In this way, the normal typical exchanging cost is 51 cents. Hex value expectation 2030. Following quite a while of examination of the Hex cost, crypto specialists are prepared to give their Hex expense assessment to 2030. It will be